Alright, Fitter Boy 72 here. We're going to rig up a slip bobber rig just the way I do it. Gonna show you a little trick that I've learned as far as getting the float and the weight the right size, because you get out there and you rig this stuff up and you go out there and you cast it, and next thing your float's not standing straight up, and that's the whole point, having the float standing straight up. Alright folks, probably gonna have a hard time seeing the line here. One thing I forgot is I do have a leader too. I'm using 4 pound. This is main line is 8 pound. If you can see it, I'm trying to use it against the table. Maybe you'll be able to see it. Hopefully you can see it. So you slide these little bobber stops. Have got the little wire hoop in. You slide the line through it. You ain't got to slide it very far. Grab the little piece here, hold the bobber stop, slide it till it pops through, and there you are. It's on there. Don't go real far. Go kind of far enough to get through the float. Remember, first thing I always want to do is I want to check the weight for the bobber. And this doesn't have to be on good. I'm going to end up cutting this off. This is going to be a tag end. So fiddling away around here, trying to keep it in the side of the camera. Just enough to hold it. Love these little scissors. Comes with a little lanyard. Get them at Walmart. Real inexpensive. Works scissors for cutting. The back end will crimp. You see it's got like a little flat end right there. It will crimp your weights on your hook, on your line. Love them. Pick them up at Walmart. So now we've got the weight attached to the line. We've got the bobber attached to the line. We've got the bobber stop on. Now, you may not want to let your wife catch you doing this, but you see there is a cup here. And you stick that in there. And lo and behold, the bobber, of course I've done this before and I know this weight works, but I'm trying to show you how to do this. You will know if the weight is enough, and it's probably just a little too much, but it's pretty good. So you can see bobber stop, weight, the bobber stop, the bobber, and the weight, all within a little cup. And that's how you do it. That's a little test to make sure that you get using the right size, weight to bobber. So now I can proceed. I don't have to worry about, oh, is this going to work good when I get out in the water? Well, I've already tested it. I know it's going to work good. So I'm going to go in here and wipe all this off a little bit. I like to slide the bobber stop at this point, slide the bobber stop way up the line. Way up to put the bobber out of the way. Once again, get this and pinch. See how that works? Awesome little tool. I don't think they designed it that way, but man, it works. They may have intended on it. It didn't mention anything about it, but I love this little set of scissors that you get at Walmart. Awesome. but clean up our mess a little bit. Alright, one thing you don't have to have is the reel in front of you. Try to get everything inside. Okay, so we slipped the bobber on. We've got the weight to the right size. And now Palomar knot. Like I say, this is 8 pound, so we want to make sure that we use a smaller line. Now I always do to try to keep, if I snag and lose anything, if I use a smaller leader, I'm going to lose just the, I'll wet it down a little bit, going to lose just the hook. Alright, so the Palomar knot on the swivel. You'll have to forgive my working man hands here, but alright, swivel on there. Now go back to the weight. Now I don't like my bobber slamming on my weight, so normally I will put, my bobber slamming on my knots, so normally I'll go up just a few inches. Here we are again. We're going to use that. We're going to pinch it down. And you can put a lot of force on that with those pliers. Just make sure you're really careful that you don't end up cutting your hand on the back side of here. But you see, I don't like there. I'll see if I can hold it. That way the bobber that's up here on this side does not come down and hit the knot and wear out my knot. Because I want this to last for a long time. This is going to be a rig I'm setting up on this pole with 8 pound test that will probably make it the rest of the year. This is the end of August. I'm getting ready for next weekend, a holiday weekend of fishing. I'm going to be fishing with minnows. So I'm going to rig 2 of these up like this. And I plan on this probably making it for the rest of the year as far as my slip bobber rigs. So the next thing is, of course, tie a leader on and then a hook. So I'm going to pause it. I'm probably going to go ahead and do that and not waste y'all's time. I'm going to try to keep this video nice and short. But this is just a standard clinch knot. Want everything from this point down to be the weakest link, because this is where I want it to fail on my leader. 4 pound test, 8 pound main line, and then I'm just going to use a number 6 bait hook, but I'm going to do it, because it's going to be a minnow, I'm going to do it with a little bit of a twist. I'm going to do a loop knot. So through the eyelet, pull about 6 inches, pinch it between your fingers right there, go around, loop this around the double end, and we want to go through there. 1, 2, and 3. And I leave it on the eye, pull, gotta pull both ends here, and of course I've got it really tight, but you can see there I've got it still around the loop, wet it a little bit, get it down here close, pulling it off the eye loop, pull it off of it, and then that's going to leave me pinch it right here and continue to pull, and then give it a nice little snug, and that will be a loop knot. And that's going to give this minnow freedom to swim around. All he's going to have is Basically a little bit of 4-pound line holding him up. And this is probably not the best loop knot, and I can show you why. Because there's a little bit of a kink. If you'll see, I let that go. There's a little bit of a kink right here in the line. So if I catch, may retie this, but that's how I do it. So that's it. Hook, swivel, just a little room, weight, bobber, stop. And you can adjust this however deep you want, and it goes through most of your eyelets really good. Alright, so that is going to be, that rig is going to probably stay on my line for the rest of the year. It's going to be my slip bobber rig. But I hope you like the idea with using the water in the cup to get your weight and your float right. Alright, so Fitter Boy out.